So the Zondo Commission of Inquiry is expected to resume its work sometime either at the end of this month or early in July. That's according to the Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, who's just been giving a briefing to the media about the way forward for the state capture inquiry. All of it had come to a halt, at least the public hearings, as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Commission has been out of action, in fact, since the 17th of March. Let's get more details on that briefing by the chairperson. I'm joined now by ETV reporter Raymond. He's in the newsroom, I believe, Graham. So no clear date set yet. We're hoping for a late June or early July start.
That's 100% correct. So, Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo revealed to us in this media briefing via Zoom a short while ago that proceedings were meant to resume on the 17th of June. That was the initial date that they had earmarked. However, at this stage, he can only commit to perhaps at the end of this month or in early July, but no real concrete date set at this point. We know from Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo that he's just recently held a meeting with President Cyril Ramaphosa to give him the latest on where the Commission's currently sitting. It's not as if the Commission's been sitting on its hands, as Zondo says. They've been working in the background, working from home like many South Africans, and working on painstaking investigations in the background so that they can also draw up their list of the witnesses that we may potentially see from the end of this month. How many more witnesses are expected to give evidence in this more than 2-year-long commission? We don't know that yet. Zondo couldn't give us a figure, but he's hoping to get some high-profile witnesses in so that they can start corroborating a lot of the allegations that have been made already, start countering that. A big one from, for example, the Council of the Advancement of the South African Constitution. They came out recently, part of several groups, saying, why doesn't Zondo write up his interim report in the meantime? Zondo came out and said today, because there are so many different names implicated in different areas, this is quite a painstaking ordeal for him. So he doesn't feel that it's a good time to do the interim report. He'd rather spend these final 9 months, because remember, the Commission ends in March next year and they won't get another extension, that he'd rather spend this last time making sure that they get all the information in before he gets that interim report.
Speaking of information, what then are the priorities as we go into this, what should be the final stretch?
Well, I can imagine, us as journalists, we were very eager to find out whether or not former President Jacob Zuma will be back in the hot seat anytime soon. Zondo couldn't give really a concrete date as to when that may be, but he did say, quote, very soon. So we could see Zuma appearing on our television screens very soon. Also on President Cyril Ramaphosa about his testimony. Remember, if you cast your mind back, he's been willing to give testimony and evidence for some time now. He's kind of downplayed it in the past, the president. He did say it's not going to be mind-blowing. If you look at previous press statements he's given on the matter, he doesn't feel like what he's got to say is a lot of fireworks. He believes that he was also in the dark just as much as a few other people in terms of what was happening with allegations of state captures and the Guptas, excuse me. So the president could also appear fairly soon. That's what Zondo said. He was meant to appear in July, Temekile, but apparently that's now going to be pushed up to the end of this year. Concrete date, also don't know. So in a nutshell, there are plans to get things moving here, Temekile, but no concrete dates at this stage for the State Capture Commission.
ETV reporter Raymond, thank you so much for that.